Oye, esto es solo para los rumberos.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Raw Food Muscle. I'm your host Santiago, and today we're back in the kitchen once again. And today I'm going to be making you guys some raw pizza, man. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be something that everybody can enjoy, and it's not the bad cheese, okay? We can't be having that cheese because it's just evil, and I can't eat it because it's bad for my stomach. Okay, so we got a lot to do, so we're going to go ahead and get this done really quick. All right, the first thing you're going to need is 2 cups of sprouted buckwheat. This has been soaking for 6 hours and sprouted for about a day. You can sprout it for longer if you want to. Then over here we have 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. It's been grounded already into a powder. And I actually have a teaspoon of rosemary grounded up with that as well. Then over here we have a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of Celtic sea salt, 1 teaspoon of tomato powder, and we're going to be putting about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So we're going to go ahead and get this cracking right away because I want to make sure we get all this done in hopefully one video. You know, sometimes these things get stretched out and end up having to make 2 videos, and I want to try to get this all for you in one video, okay? Alright, so we're going to put this in here, just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, next is my olive oil. Now, I might need more than 2 tablespoons, but for now, I'm just going to use 2. Just to see how it comes out. It really just depends on the consistency. I want to make sure that it's not too watery or anything like that. Alright, so now we got all that in there. We're going to go ahead and blend all this up. Alright, let's get this bad boy cranking. Okay, so now we're ready to move this onto the Teflex sheet. Now that it's becoming a nice little ball, and see how it has that texture? That's what you want, okay? And make sure you taste it to make sure that the flavor is to your liking, okay? You don't want to make sure that it's, it's way too salty or something like that. All right. Sorry, Mrs. Raw Food Muscle's helping me out. Trying to do this fast, so I ain't got time to be messing around. Alright, so now that we got this on the sheet, what you want to do is just kind of press it down just a little bit, because what we're going to be doing is putting wax paper over top of it, and then we're going to roll it out with the rolling pin. Alright, so let's get my wax paper here. Alright. And then I got this thing here. Kathy loves using this thing because she likes to beat me. She likes to beat me. Like, I'm just kidding. She don't be beating me, okay? Alright, so what you're going to do is you're just going to roll this out. And you want to try to get it as even as you can. Okay, so we're all set here. I just rolled it out to about a 1/4 inch thick, and I have it at about a rectangular shape. Now what we're going to do from this point on is stick it in the dehydrator at 105 degrees for about 2.5 hours. Then we're going to take it out, flip it over, and then put it in there for another ½ hour, and then we're going to go move on to the next step, okay? So we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're back, and the piece of crust is now complete. And what you want to do is, when you're doing this, you want to flip it over so that the crust still has some give to it. You don't want it to get too hard and crusty. So, it really has to have that, bready texture to it. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to putting all the rest of the contents in it. And for this, we're going to be putting the cashew cheese. Now the cashew cheese, I just went ahead and made it. If you don't know how to make it, go to episode 12, part 1. It's part of that lasagna combo video set. And like I said, it's episode 12, and you can check it out there. So what I'm going to do first is just take some of this cheese and then just kind of pour it on the crust. And I'm just going to basically just put a decent layer right on top of the crust. Alright? And you want to do this kind of carefully. You don't want to have it too thin. and you don't want to have it too thick either. So just like that. Alright, I'm going to pour a little bit more. And I think that's good. Now what you want to do is, what I'm going to do now is put a layer of spinach. The reason why I'm doing the spinach first is because I want to make sure that it sticks down, and I'm going to put the tomatoes over top of it. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these tomatoes over here. I'm trying to be quick about this. And if you don't have spinach, and you can use basil also, that'd be a nice alternative. Alright, so go ahead and put this on here. And now we're going to put some tomatoes. Just like that. And I slice these up pretty thin. Okay, so we got our layer of tomatoes on here, and the next move is we're going to go ahead and put on some bell peppers, some yellow and some red bell peppers. And you can use pretty much whatever kind of vegetables you like. You know, it's pretty much whatever floats your boat. And I just like the way these colors look, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. And then the next thing is we're going to go ahead and put in some of these shallots. We're just going to, I'm sorry, they're red onions, not shallots. They kind of remind me of shallots. And I'm just going to kind of place them around. They're cut up pretty thin. And let me get a couple more. Just like that. Now we're cracking. Okay. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of salt over it. That's actually Himalayan. And a little bit of pepper. Just to go over top of it. And that's it. That's the pizza right there. Look how pretty that is. Look at the colors. Absolutely beautiful. Alright? I mean, you got the yellow, you got the red, you got the crust, you got the green. You got your rainbow colors, man. That means it's healthy for you. So let's get cracking and eating this thing, alright? Alright, so now I got my slice. And as you can see, I mean, look how nice that looks. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Now we're talking some serious cuisine. Alright, let me just go ahead and take a bite. Oh my God. Really, really good. Oh my God, so good. Just look at the colors, man. This is so good, so fresh. And the cheese just really makes it pop out. So if you wanted some Italian, we got some pizza right here for you, okay? Not to worry, alright? We're gonna mangiare, alright? Alright, guys. Really good recipe, man. Y'all gotta check this out. This is so good. It's really easy to do. I mean, as long as you have a dehydrator. And if you want to just go hardcore and not do the dehydrator, you can do that too. So, alright guys, that's it. Check out this recipe. Let me know what you think. I'll see y'all next time on the Raw Food Muscle.